What is going on, guys and girls of YouTube? It is me, the Acting Gamer, back with another gameplay for you today. Today what you're going to be watching in the background is a little bit of 2K19 gameplay. I just wanted to give my thoughts and opinions on this game and talk about a little bit about wrestling in general, because I am a big fan of wrestling. If you're not really that much into your wrestling, then just feel free to just stop watching the video, although I would appreciate if you just liked it anyway, but you don't have to watch all the way through if you're not really into wrestling and you want to understand what I'm talking about. But if you are into your wrestling and you're thinking about picking up this game, I'm in two minds really about whether to suggest picking it up or not. This game has got its great moments, just like as you can see here. I was hoping to show you the entrances, but Daniel Bryan comes out and attacks me from behind, which I wasn't expecting. I've never seen it before in this game. So little bits like this in the game add so much to the game, you know. It's add that little bit of realism. You could imagine this happening in real life, especially the way Daniel Bryan is right now as he's turned heel. So little bits like this where we're fighting at the top of the ramp, I really enjoy. I think it's great. The graphics, I'm playing on the Xbox One X. The game looks really nice on the Xbox One X. It looks fantastic. Not all of the superstars are top draw. A few of them look dodgy. Seth Rollins looks a bit dodgy. Brock Lesnar looks a bit dodgy. But for the majority, all of the wrestlers, they look pretty great. The game, which when it's let down for me, is the career mode. The career mode, really, I'm really struggling to play at the moment. It's just very cheesy. It's very lame. You create your own character. You start off wrestling in the indies, and then it goes on. I think it's about 10 or 12 chapters. I think I'm on chapter 6 at the moment, but it's just the acting in it is so bad, and it's just really. It's just not realistic, put it that way. It really isn't a realistic career mode at all. I mean, I don't want to say too much because I don't want to spoil it for you if you do end up playing it. But it really isn't that it isn't that good. Like I said, the acting in it is bad. And that's not just on not just on your own character's behalf, but the voice acting from some of the actual voice superstars are pretty shocking. So the career mode is pretty diabolical. And that's where they seem to be putting a lot of effort into it, and they're just not getting it right at all. The showcase mode where you can play through Daniel Bryan's life, I haven't given that a go yet, but I have been told that that's pretty decent. So I suppose that all depends whether you like Daniel Bryan or not, and whether you want to play through his career. Sorry, I was just messaging my friend back, saying that I was making a video. So yeah, the main thing for me really is, the main thing I enjoy is the career mode, and the career mode this year really is laying. It's been laying the past couple of years. I don't know whether it's the company 2K, whether they just completely dropping the ball and missing the point. What I'd like to see the general manager mode brought back in. I thought that was a really fun mode back in the day. WWE Universe mode, once again, that is pretty lame. Some people enjoy it, but for me it's just takes too long. Once again, you try and like cut a promo and you've got the subtitles coming up on the screen, so there's no actual voices of any of the superstars. It's pretty diabolical, pretty lame. So overall, I'd probably give this game about maybe a 5 or 6 out of 10. I wouldn't really, unless you're an avid WWE fan, I wouldn't really suggest buying it, especially not at the price it is, although I think I picked it up on the Black Friday deal just before Christmas for like £25, and I still feel robbed. So yeah, I'd wait until it really comes down in price, or if you can't, just borrow it off a friend or something. There's times like this where you need good old Blockbuster. Back in the day, we could just rent a game from Blockbuster and play it and then take it back. So I personally wouldn't suggest this game, but you know, like I said, it's up to you guys. So let's just talk about wrestling in general. Now, wrestling in general, I just want to give a quick few mentions. The Royal Rumble, the past weekend, I thought it was fantastic. A lot of people said it was predictable, which I can understand. You know, a lot of people were saying it was predictable that it was going to be Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch winning the Rumble. which I do agree to a certain point. It was predictable, but at the same time, I think that was the best thing to happen. Certainly the Women's Royal Rumble. There was no one else who could have won that Royal Rumble apart from Becky Lynch, really. She's on fire at the moment, that girl. Maybe you could argue that there was one or two others who deserved headline WrestleMania. But, you know, overall, I think Seth Rollins is doing a decent job. This is great, yeah. I hit him with a Styles Clash. Watch this. I was really shocked. Once again, this had never happened. I was about to go for the pin here. Obviously, Kane comes out. I just couldn't believe it. This is all, you know, these little things that are happening, and I've never seen it before in the game, which I think go a long way to making the game great. But anyway, back onto the topic of wrestling. Yeah, like I said, I thought the Royal Rumble was great. Hopefully Seth Rollins goes on to WrestleMania now, beats Brock Lesnar. Hopefully Becky Lynch beats beats Ronda Rousey, and Charlotte isn't included into the match to make it a triple threat. I think it's got to be one-on-one. I'd have no problem with Becky Lynch and Ronda Rousey headlining WrestleMania for the first time. I think the way women's wrestling is going, they seem to be breaking barriers. We all know it's going to happen at some point. They're definitely going to headline WrestleMania one year. Whether it'll be this year or not, I'm not sure, but if there's a time to do it, then it's probably now. Switching over to NXT, their show was once again just absolutely off the chart. It was probably even better than the Royal Rumble. Absolute fantastic show. Ricochet, Johnny Gargano probably stole the night for me. That match was absolutely amazing. Incredible show. Nice to see a couple of NXT entrances all come out in the Rumble. Aleister Black, Johnny Gargano. It was nice to see them come out in the Royal Rumble. Although, I would like to see a few more legends come out as well. I don't really see the legends come out anymore. I mean, I'd just love it if Stone Cold's music hit, or The Rock's music hit. Even if they don't win the Rumble, it's just people like that who just mean like, oh man, the music's hit. A few people don't watch NXT, so some people I can understand why they're, you know, not that fussed. The kick-out pin game here is really hard. That's why I use my resiliency button, because to try and stop it in that thing when you're really hurt is really tough. So it's technically cheating. So yeah, NXT was amazing. NXT UK, I've only just got around to watching their NXT takeover show in Blackpool. That was absolutely awesome as well, fair play. So at the moment, wrestling, WWE at the moment, a lot of people saying it's dying, they need to go back to the Attitude Era, but I don't know, I think, especially with NXT, I think it's definitely in safe hands. A lot of those NXT superstars are just absolutely off the chart. And like I said, you know, it's speaking volumes when a lot of people want to watch NXT rather than WWE itself. Be interesting to see what happens with All Elite Wrestling coming up as well now. Cody Rhodes Wrestling Company, that'll be interesting. As you see, it rolled up, got a pin there. And once again, at the end, this is a nice little touch as well now. Daniel Bryan quite fuming and tamping. Don't understand why Kane didn't really get involved more, really. He just came down to the ring and then didn't do anything, which was a bit crap. But there you go, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. Drop a like, subscribe, all that jazz. If you do want to see any more graphics on any of the wrestlers, let me know. And I will post some more gameplay if you want to see what some of the other wrestlers like. But I hope you did enjoy it, guys. All the best. And I will catch you guys very soon.